What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. Welcome back to our How to Build series. We are getting so close to BT23. We're so excited for it, and we're excited to build some new BT23 decks. And one of the decks we're super excited for is Mastemon. We've built this deck before. It's a fun deck. It's a really cool deck, and we are definitely wanting to see what this deck can do in the BT22 format. Will this deck be top tier again? Has it got enough support to really do enough to outpace some of the best decks in the format right now? So we're really excited to try this out. We will be doing some other how to build series videos for BT23 coming up real soon. It's just funny because I'm looking at a lot of the decks I want to build, and I've already done a how to build on them, within the last couple, sets, and I'm like, do I want to do that one of those again? So we're probably going to do, some of the other how to builds are going to be ones we've done before, but they're going to just be updated to, the new support and stuff like this, whereas I haven't done a how to build for Mastemon yet. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to look at all these amazing Mastemon support cards. There's tons of stuff there. So not all this stuff is going to be part of your deck. I'm just taking what we have and kind of going through and picking okay, what's good, what's bad, what's stuff we don't need anymore in it. And as always, I don't claim to be a master deck builder. I do pretty well with my deck builds, and I have fun, and I make consistent decks. These are just ideas that I'm bouncing off the wall, and if you guys have ideas, be sure to bounce them back at me, leave a comment, and we can have a discussion on it. This is just what I'm thinking generally for the main kind of part of the deck. And same with, I might not cover all the cards, that we want to play in this deck, but I'm covering a good portion of the main support cards from your level 2s all the way up to your top end, and maybe some of your options and tamers too. So that's kind of just giving you the main bulk design of the deck, because of course we're going to be having other cards in the deck, and that'll come when we do the deck profile when we build this deck in BT23. So as always, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, we're getting into it here, and of course we start with the eggs. Only 2 Narrowmons that I really thought, if you're going to play a Narrowmon egg, you could play a different egg. You could play a Demi-Mera trash egg. That would be, one thing you could potentially do in this deck. Of course, I always, pertain to the one that's going to be the main, the freebie stuff, which might not be the case, might be a Demi-Mera egg, but I went and looked with Narrowmon because it is the level 2 of Salamon and Gatomon, which are your main rookies and champions for this deck. So I went ahead and I looked at it, and I kind of looked at it, I said, okay, well, these are the 2 best Narrowmon eggs. The ST10 one, the when attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon, draw 1, so a draw egg. And if you do trash 1 card in your hand, so you can draw trash. So that's kind of good. Also, the Narrowmon from BT15, which is when attacking once per turn by trashing the top or bottom card of your security stack, gain 1 memory, which is good because this deck revolves around using your trash and your security in combination. So my thoughts were these are the 2 best, targets for that. Which one we're going to play in the deck, not sure yet. But I mean, and like I said, we might not even play that. We might play like a purple egg like Demi-Mera for the ability to, draw 1, trash 1, gain QP-Mons for gain memory, or the other one to trash a high-level card so you can draw 2. Lots of different consistency pieces. This is just why I figured if we were going to play like a line-specific build, one of these 2 are going to be the culprit. Getting into our rookies, we have stuff like BT9 Salamon, on play reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 2-color purple card among them to your hand. Place the remainder of cards on the bottom of your deck in A order. So this adds all your Mirais. It says it's 1 card, so it adds all your Mirais, all your options, and all your Mastemons. It will not add your level 5s, and it will not add all of your level 4s. Or potentially your level 3s. So it's not actually the best card, but it does reveal top 4, which gives you a lot more chances. Now, of course, this card hasn't really been played much in the deck. It might be better now that we have more dual color cards for the deck, but we're not sure if it's actually going to see play. It has no inheritable, which automatically means that it's a little bit kind of meh in my books. And it digivolves on a yellow or a purple, which is fine, but then it's a single color card, so you can really only go into a purple unless the card you have in your hand lets you go purple or yellow. So there's that as well. We also have BT16 Salamon, which I really like because it's starting your main phase or on play, and it's a 3 cost. If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 card with the Holy Beast or free trait in the trash with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. So it reduces your Digivolution cards on your Godomons, which is really, really good. Yeah. And it's one of your Digimon, so it doesn't have to be that Digimon. It says one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4. So you can play it to Digivolve something else, which can also be really good. And it's reduced by 1, so that's always nice. And then the Inheritable is really cool because all of your opponent's secure Digimon get minus 3,000, so it makes your Mastemon a 15 to 16k beater, which is really, really cool. So I do like that one a lot too. It Digivolves cost 0 on a Angewomon or 1 on a purple red, which is kind of an interesting dynamic, but it was for the Sylphimon deck, really. But still really good abilities. I feel like this is a card that you're probably going to see play because any card that lets you start of main or on play is always super good. We also have the BT15 Salamon, which is, again, it's more for yellow vaccine, but it has some good synergy in the deck. Start your main. If you have 3 or more security cards, you may add the top card of your security stack to your hand. If you have 2 or fewer, you may place a yellow Digimon card with a vaccine trait from your hand to the top or the bottom of your security stack. All turns inheritable. Once when a card is removed from your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000, which again, the Mastemon does stuff with the security stack. So this can be a good inheritable for the deck. So I like this one as well. Has potential in the deck. Whether we're going to play it or not is another story because it's not really built for Mastemon. It's built for Yellow Vaccine. We also have Salamon from ST10. Inherited effect, end of your turn. This Digimon and any of your other Digimon may DNA Digivolve. End of turn DNA Digivolution is super important. We're most likely going to be playing this unless we have another form of it in another card. It sucks because it doesn't have a on play. It's just there for the security ability. So it's definitely a card you'll play in the back and then Digivolve into a Godomon. That's more likely the scenario for this card if it sees play. But again, if there's nothing else that can get us that quick DNA Digivolve, we're going to have to play this card because you're most of the time going to go into your opponent's turn and you want to be able to DNA Digivolve. We also have Salamon from EX6, which is start your main phase. If you have a Pearl Digimon gain a memory, that's kind of okay. When attacking, minus 1,000, 2,000 to one of your opponent's DP Digimon. I mean, it's nice to gain a memory when you start a main phase raise, but with all the other Salamons that I've kind of talked about already, it just might not be enough. But we have like 3 Salamons here that are actually really good for the deck. This one's kind of mid. Same with, I would say this Searcher is kind of mid because we do have a better Searcher in the deck. We have 2 better Searchers in the deck. So we have our 4 cost to play Godomon from EX6, which is on play when Digivolving, reveal top 3, add 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel, and 1 Mirai Mikagura. So it adds your Tamer, return the rest to the bottom. Has the same when attacking inheritable to minus that 2,000 DP, which is really great because it's a free minus 2k for just attacking, which is always really good. Also, Godomon from BT15, again, for the vaccine deck, but not a bad card because it's got Barrier, which has got Protection, which you honestly don't need because the new Mastemon has Barrier. But it has protection, but it's when the effect trashes the card from your security stack, you may play it without paying the cost, which gets more monsters on your board. So it wants to be trashed from security. So if you can play stuff on the top, bottom, or top of your security stack and then trash it, you're better off. So that's why it's really good. It has a barrier on itself, and then all turns when a card is removed from your security stack, gain a memory, which is really, really good. So I like this just because of consistency to gain you bodies and memory. Could be a card, might not have enough room for it because there's so many good cards in this deck, and this is a 4 of Searcher, and the other old Godomon is still a 4 of. And actually, the old Godomon, now that I think of it, I believe has end of turn DNA Digivolve, so it could make it so you don't need to run this Salamon, which could open up your slots for different rookies. We also have Godomon for BT16. Probably not a card you're going to see in the deck, but it's got Barrier. It's got on play by trashing 1 card in your hand. Return a level 6 or lower 2-color Digimon card that's red or purple from your trash to the hand. So it can add your Mastemons back to your hand from the trash, which can be really, really good. Whether it's not going to see play, it has a minus 3,000 DP to security Digimon to all your opponent's security Digimon your turn, which is all right, but it is there potentially to get you back a Mastemon, but I wouldn't see you playing more than like 1 copy, if at all. it's not the best Gatomon. Now, this is technically what I still think is the best Gatomon, which is ST10 on play review. It's a 5 cost to play, 3 cost to Digivolve. So if you can Digivolve into it from the trash because of BT16 Salamon, you can Digivolve for 2, which is already netting you a bonus because the Digivolution is so expensive that people used to hard play this for 5. And it's on play. Well, sorry. My mistake. It's on play only. So you're not going to be Digivolving into it to get its ability. Its on play is reveal top 3, add 1 Digimon card and 1 purple Digimon card from among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with the Archangel or Fallen Angel trait, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. So it makes your Digivolution into Lady Devimon or Angewomon 1, which is why it was play cost 5. So better thing to do in this deck is find a way to play this for free. You don't want to Digivolve into it. I mean, you could Digivolve into it for 2 on a Salamon from the trash. You won't get its search ability, but you still will be able to Digivolve into, Lady Devimon or Angewomon for a reduced cost of 2, and then it has the end of your turn DNA. It's still one of the best Gatomons in the deck, I feel, but you do have to find a new way to play it just because of the fact that it is on player only. We also have our level 5 lineup. So we have Lady Devimon from BT11, which is when Digivolving, you may trash a card. If you do, you may return a Mirai to your hand, or 1 card with the Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait from your trash to your hand. It has your turn. Once per turn, when you play Angewomon or Mirai, gain a memory. And it also has the inheritable opponent's turn while you have a yellow Digimon in play. All of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait gain retaliation. When this Digimon is deleted after losing a battle, delete the Digimon it was battled. Sorry, it's just retaliation. Why am I reading retaliation? We know what retaliation does by now, I hope. There's BT23 Lady Devimon. When this card would be played from the hand, if you have a Angewomon or Mirai Mikagura, reduce the play cost by 3. So you can play it for 4, which is nuts. And then it has the blocker. This Digimon can block blocker timing. Why am I reading the blocker text? I hate that they put that in there. They always put that in there on this site. On play, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. Scapegoat inheritable. Digivolves from a level 4 with CS trait for cost 3. Or Digivolves on 3 for a yellow or a purple. So it makes sense. You also have the old Lady Devimon. Probably not going to see play, but it did have a pretty good when Digivolving draw 2 and trash 2 ability. And then inheritable when use an option card, delete one of your opponent's level 3. Inheritable. It was a decent card back in the day. Probably not going to see play now with all the other Lady Devimons we have, but it's not a terrible card. We also have EX6 Lady Devimon Retaliation on play when Digivolving. If you have Mirai, delete one of your opponent's level 4. If you don't have Mirai, you may play a Mirai from your trash without paying the cost. From the trash is always really, really good. And it has all turns inheritable. If this Digimon has the Angel or 7 Great Demon Lords trait, it gains Scapegoat, so that's kind of cool. There's also ST10 Lady Devimon from the star deck. When Digivolving, you may trash 1 card in your hand to reveal top 3 cards. Add 1 purple Digimon with Archangel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel among them to your hand. Place the remainder on the bottom of the deck in A order. And then inheritable retaliations for all your yellow Digimon on the board. So that's good. Then getting into the Angewomons, we have quite a few of them because there's non-Mastemon specific Angewomons. We have when this card would be played from the hand, if you have a Lady Devimon or Mirai Mikagura, reduce the play cost by 3. On play, when Digivolving, add the top security card to your hand. Then if you have 3 or 4 security cards, recovery plus 1. It has Alliance, and it has so you can do security attack plus with Digimon that you summon off of Mastemon's ability. So it's really, really good. Heritable Alliance. This and the BT23 ones are probably going to be mainstays at 4. Then you're probably going to play some combination between the old BT11 support and the BT11 and the EX6 stuff, because both of those are really good as well. We missed one here, Lady Devimon EX1, which just has the when Digivolving trash top three cards of your deck. And then when you play a Digimon from your trash, gain a memory inheritable. Probably not going to see play. It's just not as good. We also have BT11 Angewomon. Like we said, BT11 stuff is a lot better. When Digivolve, you may search your security stack, reveal one card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait from it, and add it to your hand. And then if you've added a card, recovery +1, then shuffle your security stack. So that's good. Searching your security stack is always really good. And then when you play a Lady Devon Mirai, gain a memory, just kind of like the other one. And then opponent's turn, well, you have a purple Digimon and play all of your Digimon with all those traits we always talk about. Gain blocker. I put Angewomon Ace in here because it's an Ace card, and Ace cards are broken, and it gives like -6,000 DP, and then recovery +1, and trashes a card from the top of your deck. So if you put a Godomon there, you can... It's a vaccine card again, but it's still really, really good, and it's an Angewomon name. Probably not going to play it, but it is an option. You know, you could tech it at 1 or something like that. We also have EX6 one, which has barrier. It has... it has on play when Digivolving. If you have Mirai, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2. And until the end of the turn, if you don't have Mirai, play one from your hand without paying the cost. So the Lady Devi is better because it plays it from the trash, so you can trash stuff. And the other one plays it from the hand. And then all turns, while this Digimon has the Angel, 3 Great Angels trait, it gains Alliance. Inheritable. I also put this one, but I couldn't remember that there was so much Alliance in the Angewomon line that I put this one because it had... no, sorry, not the ST10 one. The ST10 one is on play. One of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -2 until the end of your turn, and then while you have your inheritable, while you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. So this is cool because it has security attack +1 inheritable, which, I mean, Alliance is the same thing, basically, and you're playing monsters, so probably not going to see this one have play, just because it doesn't have as many, good abilities. But, yeah, ST20 I threw in there because it had Alliance on itself, and it had Inheritable Alliance that isn't adventure-specific, but the rest of it is pretty adventure-specific, so you're probably not going to play this one. Yeah, so it's adventure trait, so I would say that you're probably not playing that Angewomon, but there's still a lot of other good options between the two, and just tons that you could play. We also have the promo Mastemon. This is probably one of the best Mastemons right now. When Digivolving, a recovery +1. Then if DNA Digivolving by placing one other Digimon or Tamer as the top security card, trash your opponent's top security card. When Digivolving, when attacking once per turn by trashing your top security card, you may play one purple or yellow Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost. So again, if you do stuff with the Godomon, you trash their thing, you trash that Godomon, you play that Godomon, you play another thing, and you can go into another Mastemon by just doing some quick digital evolutions, which can be really, really good. So this is probably thought to be the best one right now, and it's purple and yellow level 5, so it's really good, and yeah, it's got some pretty good abilities. You also have the old ST10 Mastemon. I don't think this card is seeing play. Place one yellow or purple card from your trash as your top security card face down. Then if you need Digivolving, you may search your security stack for a level 5 or lower Digimon card and play it from its without playing its memory cost. Then shuffle the security stack. All turns, when you play another Digimon using effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. So you can pop a 5 or lower. And then, yeah, so it's still a really good card, but probably not going to see play. You also have Mastemon EX6 Ace, Blast Digivolution, Blast DNA Digivolve from Angewomon and Lady Devimon. In the hand, may DNA Digivolve into this card. So you can do the Blast Digivolution from the hand where you have one on the field, one on your hand. On play, when Digivolving, you may play a level 5 or lower Digimon card with the Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trained for your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then if DNA Digivolving, place one Digimon at the bottom of its owner's security stack and trash cards from the top of your opponent's security stack until it has 4 left. Ace, Overflow 4. Yeah, the problem about acing. And of course, we have the new Mastemon, which is Barrier, Partition, Angewomon, Lady Devimon, so those have to be your level 5s. DNA Digivolve. When this Digimon would when digivolving, you may play one level 5 or lower yellow or purple card from your hand or trash without paying the cost. And then if this Digimon stack has 2 or more same level cards, trash the top cards of both players' security stacks, so they have 3 left. All turns, once per turn, when security stacks are removed from, you may place one Digimon as the bottom security card. So this doesn't let you do certain things because it only lets you place it at the bottom, which is why I think the promo is better, because it lets you place things on the top of your security stack. At the top or bottom of your security stack, so you can place it where you want it to go to activate certain abilities. That's the one thing I don't like about this, is that it is on the it places it on the bottom security stack. So yeah, but the nice thing about it is you can place one of your opponent's massively hard to get around Digimon at the bottom of their security stack, because it doesn't specify your card. So that's really, really good. Getting on to options, we have things like Flame Hell Scythe. When your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn, then you may play one purple yellow Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less from your trash without paying the cost. So even though it's a cost 6, you're playing a lot of your Lady Devimons and Angewomons because they're 6,000 DP for basically less than they would be played for regular. And then its security ability is that you activate the card's main effects. So being able to place this in security is really, really good. Chaos Degradation, you may place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of the opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. And then a security effect, you may place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of its owner's security stack. It's a really good removal card. And and it's yellow-purple, so it's perfect for the deck. You can search it with that Salamon if you play it, but probably won't play the BT9 one. You have Mirai Mikagura, the main Tamer of the deck. You have the original BT11. Start your main phase, gain a memory. 5 cost to play. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into Angewomon or Lady Devimon. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, by suspending this Tamer, you may play one Angewomon or Lady Devimon of a different name, with a different name than the Digimon you digivolved into from your hand without paying the cost. So free plays. So it's really good. We have the Mirai Mikagura from EX6. This is the expensive one. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with the Holy Beast, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait is played. By suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. Then one of your Digimon may digivolve into an Angewomon or Lady Devimon in your trash, with the cost reduced by 1. End of your turn, once per turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. So this reduces the cost or the need for this Gatomon or even this Salamon, because it gives you end of turn DNA. So that's really good. And then, of course, the new Mirai Mikagura from BT22, which was 3 cost, which by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, you may play a cost 4 or higher Mirai, or play cost 4 or higher Tamer card with the CS trait from your hand without paying the cost. So you play your other 2 Mirais by putting her on the bottom of the deck. Also on play, you can trash 1 card with the Holy Beast, Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel, or CS trait from your hand to draw 2. And the nice thing about this is you don't need to worry about having too many CS cards, because all of your stuff is going to meet that requirement. So you can trash anything in your hand, which is always super good, having more choices, so you don't have to trash something you really, really need. So this is a card that you're probably going to play 3 to 4 of, or maybe I would say at least 3 of, just to get into these. And these are the ones you want on the board for effects. We don't even have a memory Tamer still for this deck, because this is just gain a memory and gain memory. So we don't have a memory Tamer for this deck unless you play like Kari, the security Kari. But that is our how to build on this deck. I'm thinking your main monster is going to be between the new one, because Partition is so good, and the promo. Mixing a combination of these Lady Devimons and Angewomons, as well as Gatomons, Salamons. You know, there's going to be other cards in the deck too. You know, potentially Ruin Mode, stuff like that. But this is just kind of looking at the main cards that make up the deck that gets you to your play, which is to get your DNA Digital Evolve off. And that's what all these cards kind of are supposed to do. Some of them more so than others. But this is kind of where we land on the general theme of the deck. You know, this is still a really good Gatomon. Maybe not as good as it used to be. You're probably going to max out on BT16 Salamon, honestly, and the EX6 Godomon. I definitely think you're probably going to max out on the new level 5s, just because, being able to play them for super cheap is super, super good. Playing for a level 5 for 4 is nuts, especially with the ability to gain so much memory, and then just DNA Digivolve. So we'll have to see, because this deck might favor a higher level 5 lineup than a level 4 or a level 3 lineup with on plays. So we'll have to wait and see. But that's what I wanted to talk about. It's a great deck. It's a fun deck. Mastemon's such a great DNA Digivolution deck. I really love DNA Digivolution decks, and there's some really cool stuff you can do with it. So I think that this is a good step in the right direction, and I hope you guys enjoy this as always. We will be back with more how to builds in the future. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.